Hey, what's up? Hello, everybody. Welcome into episode 1 of the Anchor Dahn podcast. I'm Dyson Gold. I'm joined by Aiden Cameron, Noah Greenblatt. Second attempt at the first episode with some technical difficulties last night, but we're back. How you guys doing today?
I'm excellent, man. Ready to get this right.
Yes.
We're recording this on Thursday, April 16th. Buccos fall to the Nationals 8-7 today in extras. Real sloppy game for the Pirates. 4 errors. Ashcraft went 5 2/3, giving up 5 hits, 5 runs, only 2 of them being earned, 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. We saw Jake Mangum get 3 hits in the leadoff spot, score a run, steal a base. Oneil Cruz 2 hits, a double, one of them 119 mile an hour, an RBI, run scored, 2 stolen bases. And we saw Marcell Ozuna with his first home run as a Bucco, the big bear out of hibernation, as Greg Brown said. He smashed that ball. And he was batting .313 with a 5 for 16, with a .916 OPS, double home run and 5 RBIs this series before a game gets in that. So might be seeing Ozuna back here. It's great to see him heating up. And Pirates split the series with the Nationals. They're now 11-8, still atop the NL Central, tied with the Reds. What are your guys' thoughts on the game today, and just National Series overall?
Go ahead, Aiden.
Okay. There is so much we could spend a whole episode talking about today's game alone. I mean, there were so many highs and so many lows that it's like, where do I start? You had the 4 errors. I think we had 15 hits, 16 hits. There's just so much to unpack that I'm just looking at it as just a tick in the loss column.
Yeah,
we
15
split the
hits,
series. 15. We split the series. We move on we get Tampa at home. I'm just trying to. That sucked. Like, that totally sucked. But I'm just trying not to really think too hard about it. We split the series, just move on. Tampa comes into town, so.
Yeah, so my biggest takeaway from today was, the 2-out hitting, especially.
Rice.
I'm recording. Shout out Cammy Greenblatt. No, but, our 2-out hitting today with today's lineup was, I think, exceptional, considering we didn't have Reynolds out there minus a pinch hit appearance. Same thing with Ryan O'Hearn. You take away, obviously we got really lucky today with some of that hitting. But we also got really unlucky considering we had 4 errors that cost us 4 runs from it, 5 runs. So, I don't know. I think my biggest takeaway is I do believe in the offense. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it was just a really sloppy game. And I saw someone say on Twitter after the game, sometimes you're happy with the series split and you're disappointed with the series split. And this was one of the ones we're disappointed in. But at the same time, both the games we lost, we were down early. Keller gave up 4. I think we were down 4-0 there. And today we were down 4-0 as well. And you come back. Today we fully came back. Last time we didn't complete the comeback. But it's like one of the positives I've taken away from these 2 losses is you see that the offense has the ability to battle back. Whereas years past, you go down early and it's can this offense even come back? Do we have the ability to do that? And we've seen this year we can get into back and forth battles, and the offense can respond when things don't go the way we need them to on the pitching side. And what it comes down to is we didn't deserve to win this game at all today. I mean, the 4 errors, a couple hit batters, walks, it was just a really ugly game.
Mismanagement.
Yeah, it was a couple times could have had guys running, Cruz on Lau's single that tied the game in the ninth. Tony Beasley was sending them, and Cruz missed it there. At that point, the game's tied.
He held him up though. I'm not going to entirely pin that on Cruz because he did like give him like a little quick hold, and then by then it was already too late.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
you're completely right though. Like I am upset a little bit about the base running, especially in the 10th with Konnor Griffin. Like he should have stole second base there. So
there was
sorry,
we didn't use a single challenge. That annoyed me. If you're going into the 9th, like use your challenges. They're there for a reason.
the ADS challenge, did you say?
Burn them up. Yeah. We didn't use a single one. Why?
Yeah. Late in the game, if you got him, I mean, you can't take him home.
Exactly.
Use them.
I don't care if it's the last strike of the game, and you have challenges left, and it's down the middle. You strike out, challenge it.
Yeah.
Like you have nothing to lose by using them. Not saying that wasn't the scenario tonight, obviously, but there were times where I was just like I questioned it. That Ozuna bat, I think it put him in an 0-2 hole.
Yeah.
It was Ozuna knows the strike zone better than anyone on that team. Joey Bart, you're a catcher, dude. Challenge the pitch. Like you should know the zone better than anyone out there. Yeah, mismanagement, errors. It was very sloppy. Offense is encouraging for the rest of the season. They seem legit. Kudos to the Nats. Their offense is also legit.
CJ,
I said it last night. This is probably
he's scary.
I said it last night. This is probably their best roster this decade. I mean, definitely. So good for them, I guess.
My new hometown team down here in the district.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I think overall, like you guys said, just mismanaged, very poor defense, pitching. Pitching Ashcraft was looking great until he got to that 5th inning, kind of lost the command a little bit. But I mean, overall, this year he's been looking awesome.
Yeah, the stuff played really well.
Yeah, for sure. But like you said, I think the positive you take away from this is just the offense. The offense was there today. 15 hits. The guys were hitting the ball hard.
Mm-hmm.
Had a home run. Even there was some situational hitting today. They were able to get runs across when needed them. And
sure.
that is the one promising thing going forward. It's kind of just leave a sour taste in your mouth. The same thing as Tuesday night when you're down and you're trying to get a comeback going. And today you're going back and forth and just can't quite pull it off in extras.
Yeah, that's been a big gripe we've had with this team early on is the situational hitting. I think before today, with runners in scoring position, we were maybe hitting below 200. But, you see Big Bear getting
7 for 67.
Wow, okay.
That's what it was.
Wow.
That was a 105 batting average.
Yeah, so, you look at that, and that's been the biggest gripe with this team offensively. But today, it's been working. Yeah, you wanted to win this one, but at 11-8, we're at the same record as the Yankees. So I think we're all right.
The league's scattered right now. It's all gonna balance out here within the next few weeks, and I think the Pirates will stay afloat.
Any other thoughts on the Nats series as a whole or today's game before we move on?
If I could go in the dugout right now, into the locker room, I'd just be like, just move on. You got... This series of them all meant very little to the grand... It's 162 games. You just got to move on. We split the series, whatever. We could talk so much about what went good, what went bad, but in reality says you just got to move on, I guess.
Hey, it's what Donnie Kelly's been preaching all year after every game. It's just one game. Got to come back tomorrow and...
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
They haven't lost back-to-back games since the opening 2 games in New York. So that's definitely a promising sign that we haven't. When you lose back-to-back, start getting in a slump, start struggling a little bit, that's when the season can go a little haywire. To know that they're able to bounce back every time, get the win the next day, and I think I saw something like they lost that Cubs game. To get the sweep, and then that's when we came back on Monday and put up 16 runs on the Nats. They've had a couple of those where not only do they win after a loss, but they're putting up runs. So it's good to see that these guys can kind of just put it behind them and go get the next thing the next day.
This team's a lot more professional and like fundamentally deep than years past. Years past, we would go, we would win 4, 5, 6 games in a row, feel really good, and something would go wrong. Maybe, we would face a lefty pitcher or something like that. They would just shut us down, and we wouldn't adjust. The team would they wouldn't know where to go, and that's a level of professionalism. That's a level of just like ability to adapt that we've never seen, or we haven't in recent years. Obviously, we have Reynolds has been around forever. Cruz has been there, but these guys, especially these additions, just really have brought that professionalism that this team has desperately needed.
Moving on into it now, kind of as you're talking here, and the team as a whole. I mean, Buccos are in first place. How long do you guys think they stay there? And this overall thoughts so far on this 2026 Pirates?
Go ahead, Noah.
So you have two big factors as to whether we're going to stay afloat or not, and it's the two biggest glaring issues with this team is the situational hitting and the bullpen. If the proper adjustments can be made, I don't see us really falling behind too much. I mean, obviously the Cubs and the Brewers are both really good. I think the Reds do have a good roster. They just can't get it together offensively. They were kind of like us last year, in a way, you could say. Yeah, but I think we're for real this year, to say the least.
Yeah, I'll say every game I see this offense play, there's I see they're for real. Even in the loss today, we had 15 hits, we had home runs, we had doubles, we had triples, we had walks. The situational hitting, it's really bad, but the only place to go is up, in a sense. Like we're not gonna hit 100 at the end of the season with runners in scoring position. We're just not.
Right.
So yeah, that's really encouraging. Like I expect this team to score more runs. I expect run support for this elite pitching that I don't even think is at its peak yet. I expect development from Bubba, development from Ashcraft, which we're already seeing very quickly. I expect leadership from Skeens, from Keller. There's so many places that this team can excel and improve. That it's really comforting to see. They're legit. They just are. I don't see a way right now as the roster's constructed that they missed the playoffs big time. There's the NL's tough. The division's going to be a tight race, but it's going to take. It's ours to lose, I guess. As we sit right now.
To your point, like obviously, like today's loss was like really frustrating, and I don't want to keep dwelling on it, but like despite that, there was a lot of encouraging things coming out of it. The 2-out hitting today was phenomenal. I mean, it's what got us into extra innings. The Ashcraft has been like a really big surprise this year. I think he's only let up 2 earned runs today. Like the throwing errors, whatever, but he sits at a
2.45 ERA. Oh,
yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I just this rotation's so strong that this offense has to be average, and they can be more than that. So yeah,
I couldn't agree more.
I think what's most promising about this team this year is you look at a lineup, and up and down the lineup, you got big league hitters in every spot 1 through 9. There's really not a hole. I mean, we got 9 guys in the lineup that you can trust at the plate at any time, and like guys that are, like I said, big league hitters. Like we got guys with power, we got guys that put the ball in play. Like you see today, Brandon Loud, 9th inning, you've seen it multiple times from this year. Just just put the ball in play and good things happen. Like guys that just find a way, and
who comes up to bat last year in that situation?
Yeah, like
G1A, Jared Triolo.
Exactly.
Like that's just the thing.
We don't.
Like you look this lineup this year is just like we got guys this year, and I think Lau and O'Hearn just have been great leaders. I mean, on the field they're producing. I mean, very well. Like Lau is second in the league in home runs right now. O'Hearn, I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but I mean RBIs might have the most on the team. Like he's like those guys are just producing on the field, and you can just hear what they're saying in the clubhouse and interviews and stuff. Like they're team leaders too. Like they're leading. And I mean, even Ozuna, like we haven't seen the offense out of him yet. We're starting to this Nats series, and if he starts to come alive, that's going to be huge for this offense because his power is something that is going to be so beneficial to this lineup. But even him, like Konnor Griffin calling him the Energizer Bunny, like he's the team. He's such a team guy. Like those are the kind of guys you need to have. And I just love the pickups for the Pirates this year. They're producing on and off the field, and just veteran leaders that this team needed.
Yeah, to see, I mean, say what you want about Ozuna. I mean, I wasn't happy when he signed because obviously Kutch that didn't leave a spot for him. But to see him struggle this early on, and still those videos of him having a unique handshake with like every member of the team, like that's cool. You know what I mean? Like the team hasn't had that in a long time. And you see it reflected in the city. I mean, the freaking cone. I got 2 sitting up in my attic right now. Like it just feels different this year. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. But yeah,
it does. I mean, it just is different. There's not much more to say. It's not like that 2023 season where we started red hot and then everyone was like, all right, when's it going to fail? Because it was inevitable. This year, it's like we're starting solid and I expect more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I expect this rotation to take the next step. I expect this offense to continue to do what they're doing. I expect management to step up. There's been a few times where I'm like, Don, what are we doing? And I think he just needs to take a step back and say, I'm over-managing. I am mismanaging. And yeah, these are all things that Pittsburgh notoriously knows how to just destroy. You know, we can go on a nice little streak and then ruin it, go on a 10-game losing streak. Just boom. I don't expect that this year.
Yeah, if you look at last year's opening day lineup to this year's, I mean, night and day. It's just last year's opening day lineup was atrocious, and like I said, I mean this year we have a lineup full of big league hitters. We have guys you can trust at the plate, and I think it's just that's why it seems like there's something this year is because the difference, the ownership, management went out and they made the moves that we've been wanting. They got hitters in the lineup to back up the starting rotation, and we're seeing that. And now it doesn't put as much pressure on Oneil Cruz and Brian Reynolds to perform because they have these other guys that are all-star caliber in the lineup that can do that on a day-to-day basis. And if Reynolds and Cruz have a bad day, it's okay. They got other guys in the lineup to pick them up. And I think when you surround good hitters with other good hitters, like everyone always says hitting is contagious, and that's what we're seeing is just we're seeing guys just hitting bunches, and it's been a fun lineup to watch this year so far.
Yeah, so I just want to say something like to the testament of like because some still say the lineup isn't improved enough. I just want to go through last year's opening day lineup. Joey Bart, Andy Rodriguez,
yeah,
Nicky
I just
G,
pulled it up. It's so
Key Brian Hayes, IKF, Tommy Pham, Cruz, Kutch.
And that's bad. This
is our bench.
That was pre-contact Tommy Pham too.
That was pre-contact Tommy Pham.
This is our bench. Frazier, G1 Bay, Jack Sawinski.
Oh, Captain
Two
Jack.
of them DFA'd, one of them traded. Like, it was so bad. Hey, just a quick update real quick. Yeah, right. Just a quick little thing I just saw. The Guardians are currently 3 outs away from a no-hitter. It would break up the longest no-hitter streak in baseball in like the last while.
No way.
So that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, this team's made improvements in every category that they needed to, and good job, Ben Charrington. I don't
we were
give
calling we were calling for his head.
I'm still calling for his head.
Yeah.
He should not be.
The guy
He
signed
should not be
autographs at PNC Park, not pregame.
Yeah.
Last year, opening day,
ugh.
home opener, he walked around the rotunda getting screamed at. This year, he's signing autographs down in the field. I mean, he's a hero. Ben Charrington.
If that's what you want to call him, yeah.
Even a week before the season started, after Kutch left and signed with Texas, like I thought the city was going to burn down. I really did. Like it was just it was looking so bleak going into this, and I now have expectations of them, and I haven't been able to say that since I was 8 years old.
I mean, real quick before we move on, just looking at the NL Central, I mean, it's the worst record right now is the Cubs at 9-9, at a .500 record at the bottom of the division. It's at least looking so far. It looks like it's going to be a tough division. Mm-hmm. Going into it, we kind of expected that. Cubs, Brewers, we expect to be pretty good. Reds were expected. Like we said, they have a decent roster. If they can put it together, they're going to be dangerous. Cardinals, they're not as good as maybe the other three, but I mean they still got some guys too.
They've had guys step out. Jordan Walker, no one expected this.
Yeah, I mean the guys.
About time.
Hammering the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts just looking at the Central standings and just hearing those records so far? I mean, it's just crazy. The Cubs at a .500 record is the worst in the Central right now.
It's going to be a race of the top 4 teams could be less than 5 games apart. I don't think the Cardinals make much of a push. I think they just had a decent start, and that's cool. They don't have the roster. They just don't. Do I expect to beat out the Reds? Absolutely. Even if their rosters, I don't even care what it looks like. It's just you have to.
The Reds.
You've invested so much in this team this year to not beat out the Reds.
Does anyone know off the top of their head when's our first series against the Brewers is?
End of this month, I want to say.
I think so.
Yes. We go to Milwaukee. End of the month here. Let me see.
I think we back-to-back. We go Milwaukee end of the month, and then into May we hit the Reds.
I'll be
so this is
the first series against the Brewers. Just because we know going into the year, like that's the top team in the Central expected to be. So hopefully, when we get there, we're still at the top, and just looking forward to seeing what the matchup looks like when we see them for the first time.
Yeah, this is something that is going to sound obvious and stupid, but we have to win these divisional games, and it's like we have to play so much better than we have any other year, especially on the road. The Wrigley Field is our kryptonite. It was a good series there. We won the series. We have to go into Milwaukee with that same power. Especially those two. I'll say that. We have to play better than we have in years past against those two teams to have a chance. Because I don't think third place in this division gets you in the playoffs.
No, because that's gonna sit you at like 80 wins.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at the East. Is it the East? There's just so many good teams in the National League this year that it's going to be a tight race.
Yeah, you have the Mets, Phillies, Atlanta. You have San Diego. You have LA. The Giants could do something.
Diamondbacks are good.
Diamondbacks. Yeah.
And if you get in with a wild card spot, you're going to see the Padres in the wild card round. I mean, that's just the Padres are.
I think if
scary.
If we make a wild card spot, we're going to have to beat out some some World Series contenders for that wild card spot.
For sure.
Yeah.
Record-wise, we have to beat out. I mean, we're going to have to beat out the Mets, the maybe the Padres, the Diamondbacks. These are all like top offenses and top payrolls. Yeah, you have to win the divisional games.
Moving on to our next topic, Oneil Cruz this year. I mean, the guy's just been lighting it up, hitting the ball, just looking so much different. I mean, right now he's looking like an MVP candidate. It's just, can he keep this up? Can he sustain it? Is he legit? Aiden, tell us about what you're seeing. What some of the numbers are so far with Oneil Cruz.
Yeah. So these were as of the other day before we recorded our first go about of this. But Cruz slashing 355, 429, 645. Weighted runs created plus. That is basically the league average is 100, right? That is your offensive stat. It just tells you how good he is offensively, right? So the average player is 100 weighted runs created plus. Oneil Cruz was sitting at 194 weighted runs created plus. Last year, there was only one player that hit that mark, and it was Aaron Judge throughout the entire season. So through almost 20 games, Oneil Cruz is playing to the caliber of last year's MVP. That's just let it sit in, I guess. Like that is how good he's playing. Even with the really bad start in New York.
Got bad news. No
What's
hitters
that?
gone.
Oh, dang!
First bat of the ninth inning. Leody Taveras singles.
Who was thrown
That's
for
crazy.
Messick.
Yeah.
He's at 107 pitches.
Wow.
Dang. Yeah. So anyway, about Cruz, that sucks about the no-hitter. I watched a really good segment on MLB Network about why he's hitting so well against lefties. And it makes absolute total sense. So the guy, obviously, we know is 6'7". And his problem throughout his entire career was him pulling entirely out of his swing, especially on breaking balls, like down 0-2 in a count. He just, the curveball's coming. He's the easiest out ever. He just flies entirely out of his swing. So what they've shown is footage from him last year to this year, and he keeps his hands back enough to keep his bat path in the zone. His bat path last year was reaching inside the strike zone for a fraction of a second. You're not going to make any contact with that. So
breaking balls in the zone have just been such a huge improvement for him. They just have. And he's not chasing those sliders in the dirt, those curveballs in the dirt. Like, you were seeing that so bad to the point, like, it was so bad last year. I don't have it written down here, but his numbers on 2-strike counts were pathetic. I mean, they just were. And this year they've been much better. He's taking professional at bats. He's seeing the zone. Lefty pitching is really encouraging. I mean, he's already well beyond his numbers last year against lefties.
Yeah, I mean,
last year against lefties and 102 at bats, I want to say. He's already at probably close to 15 hits against lefties this year.
Right, like when you have a freak of nature athlete like that and that height and that amount of power, like shortening up is going to keep you more athletic, because the way he was batting before just absolutely killed all of his athleticism. Because the only time he would get a hold of a ball, I mean, obviously we know he's a StatCast demon, but it would only be on.
That's the best part about this, is he's not sacrificing any of that. We just saw him hit a ball 119 miles an hour.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to sacrifice that power. He just has to. Adjust accordingly.
Yeah. So to see him make that professional level of improvement, I mean, I've been thoroughly impressed with him this season. He's phenomenal.
And he put in the work this offseason. I mean, the dude didn't. He just did. And a lot of people hate. I mean, myself included, just Oneil Cruz is lazy. Oneil Cruz this. Oneil Cruz this. He's proved me wrong. He just has.
I think
Greg Brown hates that guy.
Oh, he does. I didn't really believe it much, and then I was hearing today. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, he struck out on a ball called looking bottom of the zone, his first AB, and they're first. Well, because the broadcasters don't have the box at first until the replay. So Greg Brown's like, oh, I mean, strikeout looking down the middle. Him and Bob Walker both just like, I mean, you got to swing at that 2 strikes. What are we doing? Then they see that it's like, oh, well, it wasn't it wasn't middle. It was bottom of the zone. But Bob Walker's like, well, 2 strikes. You got to swing the bat on it. I mean, like, and then he had that one in between the outfielders in right center, and he didn't get the second. And they're like, I don't know, Cruz should be at second here. They're like, he should be sprinting out of the box, and especially when you see there's trouble, they might not get it. He should be shaking his head over there. He should not be standing at first base. They should be getting yelled at. I'm like, geez, guys, like,
yeah.
I don't know how many times I heard Bob Walk say it looks like Oneil Cruz is in a tiny slump right now.
Yeah, and every time he strikes out, it's just like struck out Oneil Cruz. Like he sounds so disappointed.
But to add on real quick to what you guys said before we move on, I think the biggest adjustment I've seen is he just seems so comfortable at the plate. Like, those breaking balls aren't fooling him. He's seeing the ball out of lefties' hands so well. And like you said, he might be hitting lefties better than righties right now. His numbers might be better. And he's just in control at the plate. Like, he's just comfortable, and you're confident when he's at the plate because he's smoking the ball and drawing walks. He's comfortable and in control at the plate, and it's really great to see.
I never thought I would ever see him at a .430 on base percentage.
Yeah. This is the Cruz we saw in July of 24 and on, is hitting lefties. Do what you need to do in an at-bat to get on base. And part of this is he has so much pressure taken off his shoulders. Him and Reynolds, these additions to this roster have improved, have helped them so much. They don't have to be the guy now. You don't have 2 outs, no one on, and you're up to bat with Jared Triolo batting behind you. Now it's, if there's 2 outs, chances are there's probably someone on, and you got Brandon Lau hitting behind you. Like, you have that support that they've never had. They don't have to be the guy. They don't have to. They just got to get on base. They just got to play baseball. You know what I mean? And it's helped this team so far beyond just the at bats that the signings are giving us. It's improving these players that have been here.
Moving on to our next segment, let's talk about some surprises and some worries that we've seen so far out of the first few weeks from the Pirates. Let's go ahead and start with the worries. Let's go with the bad first. What has worried you guys so far this season?
Go ahead.
I mean, elephant in the room, the bullpen, which we'll get to later, but they got to figure it out. I mean, obviously we have some good pieces, but like seeing Justin Lawrence go out there or Urquidy, like it's so defeating. Yeah, they got to clean it up.
I think the biggest worry for me so far is catchers hitting. I mean, Bart and Henry Davis have just really been struggling at the plate. I think they've been the one hole in the lineup, and they've been at the 9 spot usually, and it's just the 9 spot's kind of, with those guys there, it's kind of been a little bit of a hole. And that's like, they're like the one guy where when they're at the plate, you don't really feel too confident. And I think it was the Cubs series, both of them combined were atrocious numbers, like terrible. I don't know if either of them got on base, and there was like probably 75% strikeouts. It was really bad series for them.
Yeah.
But Henry's just so good defensively, throwing out runners and just behind the plate. A great defensive catcher. It just, really hope he can find it at some point this year at the plate and start producing offensively because him as a backstop is one of the best catchers in the league,
Yeah.
and just that's kind of my biggest worry so far is just Bart and Davis just not really producing too much on the offensive side.
If Bart steps up, if Bart steps up offensively, just 20 points an average, get me 10, 15 home runs, and play Gold Glove defense, I'm happy. I can sacrifice that 9 hole, but I couldn't agree more. I mean, it is a huge hole in this lineup, and it's one of few, which is cool to see. But definitely there. I'm gonna say defense, and we knew going into the season that this team wasn't really built around it. Lau, fine defensively. Outfield, I had a lot of questions. Going into the season, we didn't even know who was going to play where. Nicky G at third base, he's not a great defender. So yeah, there's still a lot of question marks there. The Rhino Hearns really impressed me in right field. Still don't know. Oneil Cruz is doing better in center. Still don't know how I feel. He's made a few flashy plays, but he also had some of those terrible errors early on. So yeah, I would just say defense in general. We had 4 errors tonight. That is unexcusable. It's awful. Yeah, that's what I would go with.
Yeah, I mean defense for sure just has been shaky. Outfield as a whole. One surprising thing on the defense though is O'Hearn. We really didn't know what we were going to see as him in right field, and he's been solid defensively, making some nice plays out there in right field. So
he's a first baseman at heart.
Yeah. So seeing him play well in right field has been great to see.
Definitely. I would say.
Recording in progress.
Now that we've got the bat out of the way, let's go ahead and touch on some surprises that have been good so far for the Pirates in the early going. Aiden, we'll go ahead and start with you. What kind of surprised you so far this year?
I'm gonna go Carmen Mlodzinski. I really like him as a pitcher. Last year we saw he was phenomenal through the lineup twice, and then really fell apart. Would make it, that 4th inning, that 5th inning, he really struggled. And then when we moved to the bullpen, he was phenomenal. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. The stuff plays great, super strong command. So yeah, it's really encouraging to see him going deeper in games, and that makes this rotation just there is no hole. I mean, if the right improvements are made and the right adjustments are made, there's no holes in this team, and I'm not worried about that either. I mean, Bill Murphy's a great pitching coach. Bubba, he there's some times where I have some question marks, but I just expect improvement. Ashcraft, we've seen improvement. So yeah, I'm going to say Mlodzinski. Just, it's so important too. It's just really, really cool to see. There's no gap in this rotation.
So, I'm going to go offensively. Speaking, our newer role guys. Now, obviously, this isn't like a huge aspect of the team, but it does certainly help. Of course, Ryan O'Hearn, like, obviously, everyday starter, it seems he's going to be for us. I mean, I did not expect him to be playing this well. I didn't expect Jake Mangum to be a great 4th outfielder. I didn't expect Nick York to be hitting the way he is right now. Obviously, these are guys that aren't providing the same level of Oneil Cruz, you could say, but the fact that you have 2-3 guys on the bench, 11, 12 capable hitters, like that is something that is completely invaluable to this team. Like,
yeah, we're comfortable. We can pinch hit whenever we want. We can give guys rest days, which is so important with Reynolds and with some of these veteran players, with Lau against lefty starters, with Horwitz against lefty starters. I'm comfortable. Compared to last year, G1 Bay, Jack Sawinski were on the bench. It's like I'm not comfortable.
Exactly, and that's what happened today. Is we gave Brian Reynolds a rest day, and it turns out he comes in at a pinch hit opportunity. He doesn't come up with anything crazy, but still, like, keeping Reynolds healthy, keeping whoever healthy is going to obviously carry us further deeper into the season. So that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I think that the bench is just another big aspect why this team is clearly better than last year and in years past. Like, I think when you got Jake Mangum, you got either Nick York and Gonzalez, and you got guys that are, on the bench that are, like you guys said, we're confident in them. And I don't know, something about Jake Mangum coming off the bench, I love it. I love when I see Jake Mangum coming to pinch run or pinch hit. I'm like, absolutely, like, let's go.
And he's playing such a big role this year too.
He had 3 hits today. They put him in the leadoff spot. He had 3 hits, stolen base. Like,
yeah,
I mean, how about his throws? I mean, the other night, that throw he made, I mean, right on the money. Like, he almost did the same thing today.
I've never seen a throw like that the other day. Not that perfect. It literally couldn't have been an inch in any direction better. And he's getting a lot more playing time than I expected, because when you move, we've seen O'Hearn at first a handful of times. When you move Horwitz to the bench against lefty starters, we move O'Hearn into first base. There's an opening for Mangum. When Brian Reynolds gets a rest day, there's an opening for Mangum. So yeah, it's cool seeing us get him in there. He's been pinch hitting, getting him in the lineup. Just there's value in a singles merchant like he is. He's hitting 300. He's going to hit 300.
Yeah, it was funny. We were watching his I can't remember what it was, but his slash line comes up and he's hitting like 286, but his OPS is 680. You know what I mean? And that's fine. And that's fine for a guy like Mangum. Like, it's not a bad thing to have an abundance of singles merchants, you could say. It was funny the other night, his throw at the plate. I was listening to the radio broadcast, and Joe Block made it sound like there was no play to be made at all. And all of a sudden, he stands up screaming. He goes, "Oh my God, he got him out!" I run over to the TV, like.
I don't think there's a player that would die faster for the Pittsburgh Pirates than Jake Mangum. I mean, he would jump in front of Bob Nutting. If a guy pulled a gun on Bob Nutting, he would jump in front of him.
I mean, how about the head cone hoister, Billy Cook? I mean, he hasn't produced much to the team. He's fast, good. He's pinch runner, but he's a dugout guy.
Absolutely, and we got to get him playing time. Today was the perfect day to do that. Just he's gonna have to get at bats if he's gonna take up a bench spot, and he's gonna have to. I think his course of action is to do what Nick York did. Go on this absolute tear. Everyone's looking. Oh my gosh, you're hitting close to 400 since you've been playing here. Are you legit? And then from there, you just settle in. You know what I mean? Nick York hasn't been phenomenal this series, probably. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but probably not. But I'm still comfortable putting him out there.
Yeah, he had a great series in Chicago, and
yeah.
Nick York, he's been playing well, hitting the ball well, just nothing crazy, but just base hits, like just getting on base, and that's all you need from those kind of guys.
Yeah, and good defense, and he plays everywhere.
Yeah, he made a great play last night. I think it was. York did at third.
Error today, but he had that out at home that led to the double play with Justin Lawrence in to prevent a run.
For me, my surprise in the year, I'd go Braxton Ashcraft. I think going into the year, we knew that he had the stuff, he had the potential to be good and be a solid rotation guy. We've seen him be solid in the bullpen, but I wasn't expecting him to be as good as he is. I mean, his stuff is just it's disgusting. Like he's making hitters look silly. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's a strikeout like so many strikeouts. I think he had 8 against the Orioles, 9 in it was either the Padres or the Cubs series,
Yeah, it
and
was that
then
Cubs series, I think.
the Cubs game, and then even had 7 today, 5 and 2/3 had 7 Ks. Like we said, he started to lose the command a little bit in the fifth there when he started to get off some runs, but still just great stuff we're seeing out of Braxton Ashcraft, and really happy with what he's been able to produce.
Yeah, to have a guy in the back end of your rotation having a 2.45 ERA, like I'm thoroughly impressed with him. I can't say enough.
That slider is playing so well. It looks like a changeup, the shape of it. 93, 92 miles an hour. That curveball's playing really well. He throws like Mitch Keller, the same the same spin on that curveball. It cuts diagonally rather than just like a 12-6. Which is it's becoming more common in baseball now, but it makes some of these batters look stupid. I mean, this was a really good offense. This Nats offense is off to a really, really, really strong start, and he had them looking stupid throughout, especially those first 4 innings.
Yeah, for sure. Just really happy with what he's been able to do so far.
Yeah, he's my favorite Pirates starting pitcher, outside of Skeens, I guess. But like,
I mean,
I get excited for Ashcraft starts every week.
Oh, for sure. Moving on to our next topic, and one we don't have to spend too much time on, but we gotta talk about it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Konnor Griffin will be just fine, fellas. Konnor Griffin, he's a 19-year-old kid. We signed him for 9 years, $140 million. He is the guy. He is the Pirates guy. He will be the Pirates guy for a long time. He's 19 years old. He just debuted 2 weeks ago. And all the people on Twitter that are saying, send him down, I think Griffin needs a break. He's struggling. Like, go kick rocks. I mean, the kid's 19. He's our guy. You got to let him develop. He's just now seeing Major League pitching for the first time. If you thought he was going to come up here and hit a home run in every game, not strike out, like, you're crazy. He's going to struggle. Let the kid develop. Let him. I mean, the defense has been one thing that's worried me a little bit out of him, because we knew coming in he had high expectations. Defense, Gold Glove defender in the minor leagues, and we've seen some errors from him. But he's going to be fine, especially at the plate. At the plate is mostly what I'm talking about. He's not striking out that much. He's seeing the ball well, drawing some walks, and we've already seen his power. He was 2 feet from his first home run today, and he's had some situational hitting too. I mean,
oh yeah, definitely.
He's going to be all right. There's no need that. I mean, and if you send him down, who are you going to call up? Alika Williams to be our everyday shortstop? Like, Konnor Griffin.
Yeah.
Konnor Griffin's our shortstop, and no, he's not going anywhere. He's not going down. He's fine, and he's going to be good. He's going to be really, really good.
Yeah. So yesterday we touched on this. Obviously, we love Pittsburgh. I mean, come on. But we are the most reactionary fan base in all of sports, and it's not even close, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And to say, there are some struggles early on with Konnor Griffin, but I mean, no one said this about Ken Griffey. His first month was also terrible. No one talks about that today. I'm not comparing him to Ken Griffey, but I mean, you can tell by his first plate appearance, the excitement, the energy in the crowd, the talent's there. That double to start his career, that's something he's never going to forget. That's something the city's going to forget. I don't know what else to say. He's good.
Yeah. I'm not going to say too much. Just if you're going to pay him, why not play him? He's freaking 19 years old. He's a week older than I am, and I'm unemployed with a broken leg. Like, and he's, how tall is he?
6'5", I think. Maybe
6'5", 220, 240, 220. He looks like my dad. He looks older than my dad. Like, where did I go wrong? You know what I mean? And, yeah, I have zero worries. Twitter sucks. There's nothing. There's no place for him in the minor leagues. He'd just go down there and rake. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's
and
not going to learn anything going down there.
It would kill his confidence too, because he's like, "Why would you bring me up?" You know what I mean?
There's nothing else to develop down there. There's nothing else to learn in the minor leagues. You have to learn it here, and you're going to struggle. That's adversity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's an adjustment away from all those ground balls to the shortstop being doubles.
Exactly. You've talked about this since the day he came up. What you want to see out of like a talented rookie, Aiden, like you've said you don't want him to strike out, and he's not doing it.
He's not. No. He's having very professional at-bats.
Yeah, because strikeouts aren't something you can fix. You can't fix an eye. You can't fix not making contact.
Yeah, definitely.
He's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Konnor Griffin will be just fine, guys. He is our guy. He will be our guy for a long time. He's going to be really good. Moving into our next topic here, and maybe the most important one, bullpen struggles. Been probably the biggest worry so far, as we've touched on a little bit already. And it's just they're outside the top two guys, the back end guys, you don't really know what you're going to get. And Aiden, tell us, set the stage for us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing from these guys and what you're thinking about this bullpen.
Yeah. Let me pull this up here. I got some notes here. Okay. There's obviously Santana and Soto. They have played very well. I have no complaints. They have a stabilized position where they know I'm probably coming in here, I'm probably coming in there. Now today, I was very concerned that we brought Lawrence in instead of Soto in that spot. Maybe it's a lefty. Soto's a lefty pitcher. Even then, these players, we had Lawrence facing James Wood. James Wood struggles against lefty pitching. Why wasn't Soto in there? I don't know. But yeah, I guess let's just excuse that and just look at the stuff that this bullpen has. They're struggling really bad right now, and they have some of the best pitches on this team. I mean, Justin Lawrence, that slider or that sweeper is disgusting. Mason Montgomery's slider is nasty, while a lefty pitcher throwing 100 miles an hour. Soto, Santana, Matson. There's some games it's like you're throwing a 94 mile an hour fastball. That's your only pitch, and no one can hit it. It's just sometimes I'm like, this is really cool. Like, there's some cool pitches, there's some cool pitchers on this team, and they just cannot. Walks are a big problem. Here, it says, as of the other day, Mason Montgomery is a perfect example of this. He has a 7.11 walks per nine through 7 games and 6 innings. That was a few days ago. The MLB average is 3.5. So he is walking more than double the MLB average for a relief pitcher. And it's like, we cannot. There's just no room. Especially when yeah. It's a mess. I mean, and it's not god awful. I'm not saying this bullpen isn't great. It's not good at all, but it could get a lot worse. But the way the stuff plays, it can also get a lot better. There's command issues, but there's also some of the best pitches on this team.
I think
Yeah.
before we get deeper into the bullpen, I think we give
Mhm.
Donnie Kelly some kudos. We talked about it a lot last night on our Phantom first episode that was disappeared, but
Yeah.
the opener last night, Wednesday, worked out really well. Went Mason Montgomery to start the first inning, got the 3 outs,
Yeah.
and then went Mlodzinski. He went 6 scoreless. Just
Mhm.
and then it worked out perfectly because then when Mlodzinski came out, 8th went Soto, Santana. I mean, we've given Donnie Kelly some grief, for some things that he's done this year, but last night that opener with Mason Montgomery and then Mlodzinski was perfectly played. Couldn't have been better, and
Yeah.
just had to point that out because shout out Mason Montgomery. He has had 3 scoreless outings, including last night's
Mhm.
first inning. So good to see.
There's
Maybe
there's some
he's finding it, and yeah, the opener worked out really well.
yeah. There's some arms in this pen that are very situational. They work really good in some circumstances. Mason Montgomery against lefties is a good example. He crushes them, but he's so bad against righties. It's not even funny. Like, he's so bad against righties that they're weapons in a sense in very specific scenarios. And I think that's the problem is sometimes we bring these guys in and it's like they're not in that perfect scenario that they can really excel in, and then they struggle. Um, I want to give one example. Not an example. I want to call out a player here. Justin Lawrence has been so bad, like so bad. It's not even funny. Like tonight he got out of it, but it wasn't zero credit to him. He just totally sucks, and it's crazy because of how good some of his pitches are. That sweeper is just disgusting. Some of these pitchers just need to locate better, and it's a big problem that I'm hoping Bill Murphy can fix or at least improve. And I think it's going to take a few moves at the deadline here. Yeah.
Yeah, so to touch on the bases loaded situation he had today, how many times are you going to get a 3-2-3 double play? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and then in Chicago series, we had bases loaded again, and we somehow got out of it. Like that, this isn't like you're maybe going to get no runs scored on a situation like that with no outs 2 out of 10 times, and it keeps happening to us. That's not sustainable.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go with these guys. Like
Yohan Ramirez in the Cubs series, like you mentioned there, I believe he pitched the 2 innings or got out of 2 jams there late in the extra innings game on Saturday. And after the game, everyone's like praising him, saying how good, like Yohan Ramirez, like he might be the guy now, like he's maybe found it, like he's looking really good. And I was just like shaking my head a little bit. I'm like, yeah, he got out of it. We got the win. He got it done. Like, awesome. Like, found a way. But he made it really dang hard on himself, getting into some jams that he did not need to be getting into. Command was really bad. And then to end the game there, he got some help with some pop-ups down the first base line. But, yeah, I think he's been a little bit of a worry as well. And, kind of like you said, Lawrence today, like, they were able to get out of the jams, but they put themselves in some really bad spots. And it's like you're getting a little lucky getting out of there. That's not going to be sustainable, like you said.
Another problem I have with this bullpen right now is Ramirez. I didn't even know if he was going to make it out of camp. Like, I didn't even know he was going to be on this roster. And then I thought back. This was back in spring. I'm like, well, who else is it going to be? Like, if what do we do if Justin Lawrence, continues to struggle like this? Who do you bring up? Who do you replace him with?
Is Thomas Harrington close? How's he throwing?
I don't know. I really don't. But like even that doesn't sound good to me. I'm not excited about that. You know what I mean? Like there's no one down there right now that could potentially come up and fix this team other than Barco. Barco really struggled, but he's also very young and has some potential, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. We just sent him down, brought up Evan Fisk, but like you said, he's a young guy, and has some high expectations, I'd say, and we could get some development out of him. We could see him turn it around here after some work in AAA.
Yeah,
So
I hope so.
Thomas Harrington right now in AAA, 2.84 ERA out of 12.2 innings pitched. He's given up 6 walks, 12 strikeouts. I mean, 1.2
Is he
whip.
start? I'm assuming he's starting. Or is he out of pen? Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a 10 guy.
I mean, other than him, like, you have no good options outside of who's on our roster.
And those
right
walks
now.
kind of scare me. I mean,
Yeah,
6
you
walks
give
to
a
12
walk
is
every
great.
other inning. That's not good.
Yeah, and that's the issue right now with the guys in the big league pen is
Yeah,
walks.
yeah, for sure.
To round out this bullpen conversation, I saw some people doing this on Twitter. They were confidence ranking the bullpen guys, and so I thought that'd be a little fun thing to do, kind of as we talk about these bullpen struggles. So I'll go ahead and throw out the name, and you guys give me your number. Obviously, 1 being the least confident, 10 being the most confident. We'll start with Dennis Santana. Noah, let's start us off.
I got a 9 for him. I don't see anything falling off the rails. I think he's our best closer since Mark Melanson. Like he's just phenomenal. I have nothing to say.
Yeah, I have an 8. Same deal. I mean, tonight he let up that run, but it's also like I don't care. Like you're really good. you can have a mistake. That's okay. And he's dope. Shout out North Shore 9, Department of Pitching Efficiency. He's dope.
I'm going to go 8 for Santana. Like you guys said, I mean, when he comes out there, confident. And, yeah, no complaints. He's been solid. Gregory Soto.
I'm going to give him an 8. I love his strikeout capabilities. Yeah, he gives up some home runs sometimes, but I was happy when we got him off the Mets, so I don't see him being any worse than some guys we're about to get to. So, yeah, he's solid.
I have an 8 as well. He's a veteran guy. He's been an all-star. The strikeouts have really impressed me. He's getting paid, maybe a little overpaid, but that's another conversation. There's no reason for him not to be confident.
I'm going to go 8 here as well. I mean, yeah, he's been a great 8th-inning guy, and they've even used him in a couple save situations, excuse me. And, yeah, strikeout guy, he's no complaints there. Him and Soto and Santana are 8th, 9th guys. If you can go into the 8th and 9th with the lead, those are 2 guys coming out of the bullpen. I'm feeling pretty confident. Next, our guy, Isaac Madsen.
The Panther. I got him at a 9. This guy's crazy. He'll throw you 6 straight fastballs high in the zone and just like he tops out at 94. Just go and hit it, and you can't.
Mm-hmm. I got 10. I'm gonna sum it up just into one at bat. Was that Bo Bichette at bat against the Mets? Bo Bichette is an all-star caliber hitter. That's up for debate right now, I guess, but he's a phenomenal player. And he said, "Here's my 93 mile an hour fastball. I'm gonna pitch it to you 13 times. Go hit it," and he couldn't. Just do that every game, dude. It's so much fun. 10.
There's something to be said about.
Go ahead.
No, yeah. I just want to say, like, that's what I want out of a pitcher. Like, you have to be a psychopath to get up there on the hill. And that's what he is. I mean, Pittsburgh guy. Like...
Western
he just
tough. Like, he's just...
The Panther.
He fits this team very well. He fits the city well, so...
I'm gonna go also with an 8 here on Matson. Matson just blue collar, Western PA tough. Like he just finds a way. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Just he finds a way to get it done. Yohan Ramirez.
We'll give him a 5. Just for the fact that he isn't the worst bullpen pitcher. So he has that going for him.
Yeah. I have a 6. I think he's more confident than he is talented. He goes out there with confidence, but it just doesn't seem to pan out. And he's got a lot of energy. He's frustrated when he makes mistakes. Those are good things to see, I guess. So 6, sure.
I'm gonna go with 5 here. I mean, he's like Noah said, he's not the worst. This is where the bullpen starts falling apart. I mean, Ulysses Ramirez on down through his next few guys, but yeah, I mean, he's not the worst, but not really been happy with him so far. Mason Montgomery, what do you guys have for him?
So I have him at a 4 right now, but it can easily go up if he just gets his command under control. His stuff is great. I mean, there's no doubt against that. Yeah, he's terrible against righties, but it was encouraging to see him as an opener the other day, and it worked for him. Shows Donnie has some confidence in him. It could go up if he continues to improve, but right now it's 4.
Yeah, I got the same thing, the same exact points. The only person... This team seems to have confidence in him for sure. He just doesn't have confidence in himself. Because the stuff absolutely can play. It's just... You gotta locate 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 4 as well for Montgomery. I mean, I think there is some potential with him though. Like we said, he's 3 straight scoreless innings. Looked good in the opener for just the 1 inning, but yeah, I think he's got some potential. But right now we haven't really seen haven't seen great stuff from him. So I'm gonna go 4. Justin Lawrence, sorry.
Trevor. Let's give him a 3. I was really upset about today, though. Like, that was not... I mean, yeah, it was cool to see him get all hyped up after, Nick York made that nice play, but, dude, you got carried out of that inning. You should have given up a lot of runs there. The only reason he's still at 3 is just because he gets fired up.
I have a 2. The only reason being that he's not a 0 is because his best pitch is a sweeper, and you're not meant to throw it in the zone anyway. So, good for you. I mean, I don't know. He sucks.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3. I mean, the guy's not good. I mean, if you're up by 2, it's the 7th inning, you want to blow a lead. Justin Lawrence is your guy. We've seen it a couple times already. I mean, Mr. Blow the lead. So, yeah, not happy with Justin Lawrence. He's been terrible. We'll finish it off with Urquidy.
1.
I got 3. He was a starter in Houston. I just think he's just struggling to translate. It's been so long since he's pitched actual baseball too, and he's still not. He's barely pitching. So yeah, at 3, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to get back out there if you suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was good at 4 years ago. So I mean, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3.
You're so far gone.
Just because I guess I didn't want to put him much lower than Justin Lawrence. They both suck. So.
Well, before we finish this out, I do want to say maybe sending him down isn't the worst idea because at least he will get innings.
Yeah, who do we bring up to replace him? It's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then Evan Sisk, we've seen a couple outings from him. We don't really have confidence numbers yet, but yeah, he's
there.
Yeah, we'll to be determined. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a super high velocity guy, but I think his delivery makes up for it a little bit.
Yeah, his delivery is it's a little bit of a unique arm.
He's a lefty, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know.
Moving on into our last segment of the show, we're going to head out of town, and we're going to talk about what's going on around the league a little bit, some of the major points. To start it off, guys, ABS system, brand new this year. Obviously, it's what everyone's been talking about. Changed the game for sure. Give me your quick thoughts on what you're...
Real quick, Noah, you want to hit our sponsors?
Yes. So today's first episode of Anchor Dahn is brought to you by Curry Services, Alex Shoemaker Drums, and shameless plug, me and Alex Shoemaker on 109.FM or 100.9 FM, excuse me, the Groundhog. Check us out Mondays and Wednesdays because we're calling Punchy Chuck's baseball games.
Check them out.
That's all I got. But shameless plug.
ABS.
It's great. It's great, man. I think it's saving baseball in a way. It was not as unpopular coming in as the pitch clock was because everyone wanted to kill Manfred for that. I think it's been great for the game so far. It's been entertaining. It's been changing the outcomes of games already. I love it.
It's great. The only grudge I have with it is why we've already run into some problems with the tap in the helmet. Maybe it should be something else. That's all I got. It's awesome though. I love it. So much fun.
I think it's great. I think it adds an extra strategic aspect of the game. Like you don't want to use them early. You want to use it, or if you use them early, you want to be for sure. And it's kind of like to the end of the game. Then sometimes you're like, oh, got it, challenge that one. Don't have any left. Like I just love that extra strategic aspect added to the game. But yeah, I think it's been great. And then what are some teams quickly? Give me a team that has. I guess give me one bad team that you're surprised that they're bad, and one good team you're surprised that they're good. To finish off,
the Mets. What has happened to them, man? I have a soft spot for the Mets, and for them to lose 7 straight kind of breaks my heart. Get it together.
I hate the Mets so much.
Make it 8 straight. They're on an 8-game losing streak.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say either the Red Sox or the Astros. Red Sox have just Garrett Crochet, I guess, is the one thing that comes to mind. But the Astros are leading the league in hits, or top 5 in hits, I want to say. And they're still last in their division. So
what in the world?
Must be a pitching thing.
Is it a pitching side? Terrible?
Yeah, Mike Burrows got blew up the other day. So
yeah, I did see that.
To be working out.
Pirates legend.
For my surprise that they're bad, I'm gonna go. I'll go Astros too. I mean, like I just don't think that they've been bad. I mean, actually, no. I'll go Mets. Going into the year, we thought the Mets would be tough. We thought they were gonna be good, and yeah, I mean, losing 8 straight, like that's not good. What are give me a quick team you're surprised that's good.
Minnesota. What's going on over there?
Shout out
in the
Derek
division.
Shelton.
Derek Shelton's twins.
Shout out Derek Shelton. Their roster's horrible. And yeah, they're still good. So, I'm going to say the Rays just because the pieces they lost and how the Rays are such a professional organization. It is, year in and year out, they're so good. And they had a bad offseason. But Chandler Simpson's great. Yandy Diaz is off to a good start. They first place in the division, so good for them.
All they do is steal bases and spam bunts. Like the Yankees.
Chandler Simpson is so fun.
Yeah, like the Yankees were peeing down their leg the other night. Like they couldn't stop it.
Yeah, we see him this weekend in PNC Park.
It's gonna be a fun series.
Chandler Friday, Skeens Saturday, Keller Sunday. We're debuting the new City Connects on Friday. Skeens bobblehead on Saturday. Be a fun series down in the Berg, and I mean it's a great time to be a Pittsburgh sports fan. We got Penn's Flyers starting at home on Saturday. That's at 8:00. Skeens will pitch at 4. That's when that game is. And then we got the NFL draft in the Berg next week, fellas. I mean, what a time!
Are you coming down from DC?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it.
No.
Oh man,
damn.
You guys are going though, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
I'll
going
be
to
in a
have to wheelchair. Yep, I'm going to have to wheelchair Aiden the whole way from Higgs's house in Oakland.
Anchor Dahn will have feet on the ground at the NFL draft.
That's right.
You just go North Shore, go watch Steelers draft and that.
But yeah, I mean, the team I'm surprised is good. Real quick, Marlins. I mean, they're still a game under 500. They're 9-10, but I mean, they're good turnaround from last year so far.
Otto Lopez, Xavier Edwards have been playing phenomenal, and Alcantara's back in the swing of things. It seems.
Yeah, and I mean, quickly AL East. I mean, that's probably my favorite division in baseball. I mean, the Yankees are the Yankees. The Rays right now are ahead of them. Orioles and Red Sox both have just young talent and so much potential. And Blue Jays were obviously in the World Series last year. Like,
yeah,
I think AL East is super fun and wide open. I mean,
and they're scary for years to come. Is the cool part. Like, there's not a bad team.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised the Orioles are hanging around because their pitching staff still sucks.
Yeah, they're really bad. Yeah.
I love me some Gunnar Henderson, though. Him and Roman Anthony.
He's on the tear.
Yeah, Gunnar, he's raking.
Mm-hmm.
But with that'll do it for our first episode of Anchor Dahn.
First official episode.
First official, yeah. This one will work hopefully when we check the recording. But thank you guys for tuning in to our first episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment any questions you want us to address in the next episode. I think the plan is to do these weekly, so we'll get episodes out to you weekly. And follow us on Instagram and X at Anchor Dahn Pod. And until then, hoist the cone and
go
Anchor
Bucs!
Dahn.
That's right.